Hey guys, this is Amit Tripathi and today we are gonna learn how you can write boilerplate or sample code snippets in VS Code. And in almost any language I have created for C, for HTML, for JSON, for not JSON, for JavaScript, for CSS. So you can create code snippets for almost any language, and so I chose four most famous languages to create them boilerplate for. So let's go started with the HTML, right? um, since you already know, many of you already know that when we press exclamation mark we get an boilerplate sign, Amit abbreviation. When you click it we get the whole boilerplate. So that's what we want to achieve by our own efforts, right? So let's write something similar to let's write our something similar boilerplate. So by how to get to the boilerplate file, first you have to click on the settings, and then here user snippets, click on user snippets. Right, when you click on user snippets you will see a lot of languages are here. Just put your languages you want to write in your code snippet in. I put HTML, and you can see HTML is here, HTML JSON file. When you click it you open it HTML file. So you can see guys, instructions are already there. Place your snippet for HTML here, and each snippet is defined under a snippet name and has a prefix body and also description, right? So I'm just gonna explain you the description by doing the code, and let's get started. So here is the first example. I just uncommented by pressing control plus slash, forward slash, control plus forward slash, and then change the name to print to console. This could be anything, right? It's just the name of this. This is the title. Consider this is the title. Consider the title for this JSON file. This user snippet. Title for this user snippet. So what is the title? Amit's boiler plate. Boiler plate, right? Boilerplate are generally what boilerplate is. It's the sample code written is called boilerplate, right? So don't get confused. So in the prefix is something that you that you will call, right? I called this boilerplate by using exclamation mark. So right, when I have to call my this boilerplate, I have to use this prefix in, right? So it's something which we call this boilerplate by, right? So let me write Amit boilers, boiler, right? And then the body here. So how to fill this in body is like you have to fill this in by line, right? First you have to paste this line to the first line, and it should be in a commas, double quotes, and then a comma, right? That's how we should do it. And then language en. So as you guys can see, here is an error. So what we will do is uh, we will change double quote by single quote, so it will work, right? No, it's not working, sorry. What we will do is we will change double quotes inside double quotes by single quotes, so it will definitely work. Because it cannot work because nested codes are not allowed in any language. You cannot nest quotes, right? Means quote inside a quote is not possible. You have to use first double quotes and then inside single quotes. Remember this is a fact. So let's start third line, head. So I'm going to skip this video from now so that you could see this process in the end. So guys, I think you should celebrate because we have created our first boilerplate, first key code snippet, right? So just remove it, and when we have to write our code snippet, we have to use our code snippet, we just call the prefix. What is the prefix? Amit boiler. I write Amit, it shows me Amit boiler's plate. You can see the title is showing here, right? Amit. Let's click on it and boom, we got what we have written. So there here should be spaces, right? I think there should be spaces. So by for adding spaces, just leave those commas empty by giving it them a space, so that there are spaces, right? I think giving spaces is even not compulsory. Let's do that. Amit's boiler, boom. You can guys see there is a space which I have added, but there is not a space. So it's exactly getting written like we have written here. So that's all. And also there is a feature you can see that tab stops, for tab stops, $1, $2, $0. So $0 is the final cursor position. Where should be our cursor when we call the body, when code snippet is written, where should be our cursor on? So I write here $0. So currently my cursor is all automatically shifted to here, right? But after this, after I write uh, $0 here, my cursor will always go on upper, on here, right? On upper, on just one position up from the body, right? It's always be here. Just try it. I'm at spoiler and boom, you can see my cursor is where I have, like, I've called it for, right? $0. $0 is for where your cursor should be in the end. And there are also $1 and $2 for tab stops, like when you get when you call this uh, boilerplate, your these you can set positions, tabs, like let me show you, like here meta chart set. Suppose you have to change your meta chart set, right? Every time when you call this, you have to change your meta chart set. So what you will write here is $1. So it's the first position where the firstly your cursor should be first position. And when suppose you have to change your document's title every time, so you will add $2. So here your cursor will be when you press tab again on the second time, and the in the last, when everything's completed, your cursor will be at here, right? Let's see it in action. And when you click Amit Boiler, when I click it, see first my cursor is here. So I write UTF-8. When I press tab, my cursor automatically reaches title, in between the title, because I have asked it to, I have set it to get in between the title. And then when I press cursor again, wait a second, let me add a title, Amit website. When I click the tab again, okay, I think that effect is because I write something here, right? So let me show you. Okay, first I write UTF-8, then when I press tab, it will get here. When I write Amit website, since I set 0 in the last, so when I press tab again, it will in the last. So it worked as we asked it for, right? So that's how. And there's another feature is also there, $1 label and $2 another. It means that you can add a sample text here, right? In the meta chart set, you should put 1 and UTF-8. So UTF-8 will be default, by default will be there. You can change the UTF-8, right? Let's see it in action so you will understand it more. And for title, suppose you want to you don't want to change title every time, but you want your cursor to be here when you press tab, so you will write a sample title, right? Since I make websites, I will write Amit website, so it will be always Amit website, but I can change it too, right? Let's see how it works. Watch carefully. Amit borrow, I click it, Amit title, Amit website is here, and UTF-8 is here, and then body our cursor is here. You can see, I think. So when it's already selected, so that I could change it. But what if I don't want to change it? I will press tab. Title is here. I can change it, but to document, and then I press tab, and then I'm here and the end. So that's for adding a sample text. Dollar, it's basically same $1 and $1 label. It's basically same label. Here it is like suppose you want to add something to it. For every time you ask your boilerplate to come, right? That's how description is kind of add a description for this so that you could see what this code does. Like boiler for starting HTML file starting, doesn't matter very much, so you can ignore it. Boiler for starting my HTML file. So we have done it in HTML file. Let's see it, how to use or how to create code snippets in CS style CSS. It's pretty much the same in every language. First you go to the settings, then you go to the user snippets, and then you write CSS, whatever language you want to change it in, then you change it in. See, I have already created a CSS boiler. I named it, I have given it a title of CSS boiler, then I added a prefix CSS boiler, and in the body I exactly wrote my same code line by line. First star bracket, it's star bracket, and then margin 0. I'll change it later. Margin 0 is margin 1. It's I have added a label here 100 and 250, right? So I can change them so that I can change them right line by line, and then by end I added another colon, another brace, mm, curly braces you can say. So whenever I call it, this code exactly will be my will be there, and I can change this margin and padding one by one, but the default values will be 100 px and 50 px. Let's see how it works. CSS boiler, when I click on CSS boiler, when I press enter, then you can say initially it is 100 px, but it is already dragged so that I could change it to 52. Initially next one is 50 px, but when I press tab I can change that to 78 px. So that's it, that's what it is. This I can do the you can create user snippets. And you can also do the same for app.js, like mm, you can change this and you can change this and you can create this. I'll leave you this as a homework. If you have face any problem, please comment below by in JS. Let's get to the C. Since C is language people study, it's on most it's in the syllabus of the most of the people, and they are in first year, so it's important also. Let's for user snippets, when I press C, it will show me c.json, not C plus CPP. CPP is for C plus plus. C is for C. When I click a C, here is my boilerplate. I have already created a boilerplate actually. In C boilerplate prefix, you have to add a title boilerplate C, and then the body, and you have to add each line by line, like hash include stdioh. What I would suggest that first write here your code, like what you want to be as a snippet, right? Hash include, and then stdio stdio.h, and then int main, and then in the end click on return 0, right? So you have to write first whatever your code is, and then copy it line by line here, right, in it each of the commas, so it will be easy for you, right? So guys, basically we have learned how to set user snippets, right? Here is prefix is boilerplate. If I remove it, I will boilerplate and I'll be here. It will get me whatever code I set. And you can create multiple boilerplates. Like I have also created column bar, right? When I write cas, it will give me a column, right? No matter what where you call it, it will be there. The cas column bar. When I click it, I get a column bar. That's what I created. So you can create a limited uh, number of snippets, you can say. Just copy, if you want to create another snippet, just copy this it and paste it here. Boom, you have another snippet. You can change its name, Amit C snippet, no matter what, it could be anything. Guys, I think you should try, and I have left JavaScript as a homework. You have to do that. So I hope you get understood whatever I want to convey. And if you liked my video, if you liked the way of explanation, please hit like, subscribe, and comment your problems. Thank you.